Hey folks, welcome back. We're going to finish up this mix today on the singer-songwriter project we've got going here. If you just joined, we've got 3 tracks, a guitar, a vocal recorded live, and a room mic. And we are using the API console to do some quick adjustments and mixing. And so let's start with where we left off, which was just, mix bus, and we have some reverb here.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time, gonna kiss you slow.
Okay, so a couple things. What we're going to do is put on a tape machine on the main out. This is set to pre-fader. I'm using a 900 tape, just it's my preference, and this song sounds like this.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time, gonna kiss you slow.
It's taming a few transients and it's giving a sort of a sheen over it. It's a very polished sound. The next thing I'm going to do is a type of reverb that I wanted to save for this video. I'm going to pull it up here. I've just called it a chamber, but there's a couple of interesting things happening. I'm going to turn the summing on. We're going to turn a few effects on here and talk about why. First of all, the chamber. It's the default chamber when you pull it up from the Capital Chambers plugin. It's room 4 on the standard mic, and I've shortened the decay a little bit, and I've put a little bit of pre-delay on it, a little bit of taming of the frequencies here, and that's it. Very simple. Everybody is getting sent to here except the room. The room is it's its own reverb, so it doesn't need to go to a reverb. And there is a gate before it. And the reason I'm doing that, let me turn it off first and we'll play it.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time.
It sounds okay. It's just a lot of stuff going on. So the gate is put here to make this sort of a dynamic reverb. In other words, I'm sending signal from the guitar and the vocal mic to that track, and I've set up a gate to open up when it crosses a certain threshold. This is sort of how something sounds if you're in a natural space where there are absorbent panels or anything in a room that absorbs sound. Most rooms have these things, and once you cross a certain threshold, then things become reverberant, and that's a normal thing. And so I'm sort of imitating that with this gate. I'm going to play the song now with the gate on, and I'll show you what I mean. You'll see this open up when she sings a little louder or the guitar plays a little louder.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time, gonna kiss you slow. I'm gonna kiss you slow.
Kind of raise the threshold there a little bit. So basically what's happening is the signal's getting sent to the reverb auxiliary, and there's a gate before it gets pushed through any effect. So in the lower level material, there's no chamber reverb happening. As it crosses that threshold, though, the chamber opens up and we get a reverb tail from the louder parts. I hope that makes sense. I have an EQ behind that is sort of taming the high end of that reverb, and I'm cutting out some of the low end as well.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time, gonna kiss you slow.
Now, the settings of this aren't really that important, only in that I have it opening pretty quick and releasing a little bit slower than you normally would on a gate. On this Waves gate, this is a real simple gate. That's why I used it. There's nothing fancy about this at all. I have it on actually the expander type so that the knee is a little bit softer. If I turn that on gate, you can see it's just on or off, right? So, it's like bam when you hear a sound go through. I kind of want it softer. You can watch the meter here on the levels as they pass that threshold. the gate will open up. I'll play it one more time for you.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time. Gonna kiss you slow. I'm gonna kiss you slow.
Okay, 2 more processes I'm going to put on here, and I think we'll be ready to print this. One is a parallel mix, which is kind of interesting in this situation. Normally, most people think of a parallel mix as sort of a rock and roll or a louder kind of music technique. But in this case, what I'm doing is I'm sending everything to a bus, you know, like all of the tracks, the room, the guitar, the vocals, and also the reverb. So it's exactly like the regular mix, if that makes sense. It's going into this compressor, and I will solo this so you can hear it. I have it on the limiter setting, and I'm using the sidechain up, you know, around 50 so that nothing super low triggers the compressor. What I'm looking for in this case is to bring up lower level information, the softer material, to be a little bit more in level with the louder material. And I'm mixing it underneath everything that's coming before it, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time. Gonna kiss you slow.
And that sounds terrible right there, but as you put that into the mix up underneath everything else, it will sound like this.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time. Gonna kiss you slow.
Okay, I'll mute it.
I'm gonna kiss you slow.
It's only a very slight difference, but it's building body into the mix, and that's what I want. Now I'm going to head over here to the mix bus. We're going to watch a little bit of the gain reduction to make sure that everything's okay. It sounds okay right now, but we have changed the level of everything feeding into the mix bus. So I'm going to make sure. I'm also going to pull up an equalizer, the Curve Bender. Move this around here. In this Curve Bender, what I'm going to do is probably raise a little bit of the low end on the 70 hertz as a bell. I mean, a half a dB, if that. And I'm also raising a little bit of the higher end air frequencies by about a half a dB.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't.
Now I'll turn it on.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time. Gonna kiss you slow. I'm gonna kiss you slow. I'll make the bed in the morning and I'll walk the dog. I'll wash your clothes until the stains come off. Even if I'm sick of talking, don't you sick it.
Okay, I think this is ready to print. My only concern at this point, though, is that there are a few too many S's still in this mix. And so I'm going to come in with a little bit of a different De-Esser than the one we used before on that vocal part.
You'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time. Gonna kiss you slow. I'm gonna kiss you slow. Time is just another thing.
Okay, let's take a listen to it. I think this is ready to print, and what I'm going to do is go from the beginning so you can hang out and listen if you want, and we'll talk about something if I need to change it at the end. Here we go.
I'll hold your hand while I can, and I'll kiss you slow. Even if my heart is breaking, I won't let it show. And if I'm sick with worry, got a lot on my mind, I'm gonna kiss you slowly, gonna take my... And time is just another thing coming, another going out the door. And you were just another of my lovers, but I'll never love another no more. And you'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time, gonna kiss you slow. I'm gonna kiss you slow. I'll make the bed in the morning and I'll walk the dog. I'll wash your clothes until the stains come off. Even if I'm sick of talking or just sick and tired, I'm gonna kiss you slowly, gonna take my... And time is just another thing coming, another going out the door. And you were just another of my lovers, but I'll never love another no more. And you'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time, gonna kiss you slow. I'm gonna kiss you slow. And when you're down, I'll be the one you take it out on. And when you're high, I'll be the second-hand sinner sneaking out at night. 'Cause I will be the one to cast the first stone. And I will be the last one standing when it's time to go. So a t-shirt when I go to sleep. My eyes are tired from this waking dream. Even though our days are numbered by this dying crime, I'm gonna kiss you slowly, gonna take my... And time is just another thing coming, and another going out the door. And you were just another of my lovers, but I'll never love another no more. And you'll never know what will happen or what won't. So I'm gonna take my time, gonna kiss you slow. I'm gonna kiss you slow. I'm gonna kiss you slow. I'm gonna kiss you slow.
Okay, let's talk about something right fast before I go. I did put a Pultec on the acoustic channel, and what I did was I put it on the 10K, 10 kilohertz section here, pulled the bandwidth all the way up, and gave it a little bit of a boost right there above 10K, and just to give it a little space. That's all I did on that equalizer. And the only other thing I would probably do is I might write automation on this chamber for one specific part that I heard, and I think it's at the end of the verse maybe, or the bridge.
So a t-shirt when I go to sleep.
Right there on that word go, I think it might be too much. I think it would sound better if we went away for a minute there. Let me try something. I'm going to come here to the volume on the view here, and I'm going to set this into touch mode.
So a t-shirt when I go to sleep. My eyes are tired from this waking dream. Even though our days are numbered by this dying crime, I'm gonna kiss you slowly, gonna take my... And time is just another thing coming and another going out the door.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to go away for a minute. So after we have this big reverb tail at the end of the bridge.
So a t-shirt when I go to sleep. My eyes are tired from this.
Right. And I would probably do that in maybe one or two other places. But then other than that, this is ready to go. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. If this was helpful in any way, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe, and more videos are coming very soon.